So I figured we would do something a little bit different this time, just because it's what I feel called to do, and that's just how it's going to go. As you can see here, I have several different decks, and all of these are the Eight of Cups. Here's the box for each one. If you see one that you really like, you can Google it. This one is no longer in print, but I still wanted to have the card out. This one is only available in Japan. So unless you can score it on eBay or something like that, it's also not available, but I do want to keep the card out. So that being said, the rest are readily available. This one, you have to go to their website. They have a specific website. So do they, I think. They might be on Etsy. Because there are a ton of fakes for this. So, anyway, onward. So the Eight of Cups signifies a journey. Or, to me, this is all me, okay? It's what I feel. For me, it's about finding new paths and a new journey starting and all of that. So I found myself contemplating my life choices, as I do quite a bit. And I'm going to walk you through what I experienced last night when I did this, because I was sitting there thinking about what was going on, what choice I could make, what I should do, like, what do I do with my life, blah, 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 blah. You know, can't see the forest for all the trees. You know, the thing that we all go through when we're way too deep in the middle of some shadow worky kind of stuff. Anyhow, so you can close your eyes, you can look at all these cards, you can look at the ceiling tiles, you can do whatever you want to do. But I want you to imagine yourself at the top of a mountain. This mountain signifies all of the effort that you have put into your journey so far. Every step, every obstacle, every struggle, everything that has brought you to this point is what that mountain signifies. And I want you to think about sticking a flag deep into the top of that mountain, because that's the mountain that you've already climbed to get to the point that you're at right now. Look at how far you've come. Look down. See the surroundings, the trees, the distance that you've come, and all of the struggle that you have done yourself and put yourself through and gotten yourself to the top of your mountain. Now, whenever you're thinking about choices that you can make or actions to get to whatever outcomes you want to do, imagine still being at the top of your mountain and looking out into the distance, and there are other mountains there. Each one is different, and each one of those signifies the different choices that you have that you can make. Each choice will lead to a different outcome. Each outcome is a different mountain. Now imagine yourself at the top of each one of these mountains. And think about the journey that it would take you to get to the top of each one of those different mountains. Because you know where you want to go. And if you think about the journey that it's going to take you to climb up each mountain that is all different, your journeys would all be different. that doesn't mean any are better. That doesn't mean any are worse. Some may be more difficult. Some of your mountains might be taller. But regardless, you're going to have to climb a mountain. You're going to have to put one foot in front of the other and go on this journey. You're going to have to do it. There will be obstacles. There will be struggles. And that's just the nature of the choices that we have to make and what comes along with that. But really think about the fact that, in all honesty, none of these mountains are any more important than other mountains. Whichever choice it is that you make at the time, thinking about yourself at the top of it is fine. You're not going to make the wrong choice, because even if you make a choice that didn't lead to the desired outcome, you're going to learn. There's going to be a lesson there, or several. And nobody gets everything perfect on the first try. Nobody is going to do that. We're all just out here trying our best. And visualizing things like that tends to help me. But when you decide which path you're going to take, which route is going to be scenic for you, I want you to remember that each mountain is going to take effort. Each mountain is going to take consistency. Each mountain is going to take time. Each mountain is going to require your inspired action. Each mountain requires patience, flexibility. But also, each mountain is going to require you to rest, because you cannot climb a mountain without taking breaks, without resting. It's not possible. And in order to rest, you have to nourish yourself. You have to be considerate about your body, about your situation, and about how it is that you can make sure that you have the energy to climb up whichever mountain you choose. And also, if at any point you want to change your mind and go a different direction, you can absolutely do that. You can just move right on over to the next one and go up. And the path that is taking you from one to the other is still just as important as the path up. No matter what, you're going to get experience out of it. No matter what, you're going to gain wisdom. You're going to be better for it. It's all just a process. And the only way that you're going to get to the top of any mountain is one foot in front of the other. Look at how far you've come. Look at everything that you've done so far. Look at every bit of effort that you've already put forth just to get to where you're at, whether you realize how far you've come or not. Just sit there with it. Sit at the top of your mountain, because you've already worked to this point. And you deserve to take time. Give yourself permission to recognize the struggle that you have gone through. Because change is required, and change is difficult. But the biggest thing that you can give yourself in this moment is grace. It's all going to be a struggle at some point. It's all going to be difficult, but it's also going to be worth it, and it's going to be a beautiful journey. Like the scenery of climbing a mountain. Like, where are you going to see that? Where else are you going to see that? Like, in anywhere. Just something to think about. Sometimes thinking about things in a different perspective helps us to realize that maybe things are not as obscure as they seem. Or that maybe we do have more choices than we realized. I'm going to leave it there. I wish you the best of luck. Remember to take genuine care of yourself as you would care for another person that you loved.